Batman throughout this movie, as he's getting more and more tired, he's also getting more and more brutal. And with every single villain that he takes down, things are getting even worse. He stops holding back with Victor's ass, to the point where Detective Montoya even thinks that Batman had killed him in those moments. The way he took down Firefly was essentially just letting both of them crash into the ground, and then he just gets himself up and walks back to his Batmobile. And even Commissioner Gordon comments on it a little bit later in the film that he's been getting reports that Batman's been losing control, that Batman is starting to go over the edge. And this makes a lot of sense. Batman is dealing with a ton of fatigue, and he is running on pure adrenaline at this point. So with every single fight that he goes through, he gets more and more brutal over the course of time. And yet still, despite all of this, Batman still isn't wavering, and he still isn't worrying about his own well-being. Now, we do see him struggle with this a little bit throughout the film, and he even goes so far as to not only call his therapist at one point when he's sitting in the Batmobile, and he considers actually going to her and talking to her for a little bit. However, before he can realistically think about this at all, he sees the bat signal did turn on, and because Gotham is pretty much a cesspool at this point, considering the fact that Arkham had exploded 2 days prior, it makes a lot of sense that Batman is going to prioritize the protection of Gotham over his own well-being and dealing with whatever is going on, not only with his body, but also with his mind and with his heart. And so at this point, he hangs up with his therapist and goes to battle the Riddler, a souped-up Riddler who had been given some venom by Bane. Now, this fight doesn't actually last that long, as the Riddler is able to escape, and he actually doesn't want to fight Batman in this moment because he realizes that the bomb is just going to go off, killing both of them, and that's not what the Riddler wants. So he gets out of there, and Batman is able to get away. And although he didn't fight the Riddler for that long, he did still sustain some pretty serious injuries, and considering the fact that all of these injuries just keep piling up for Batman, it pushes him to the point where he actually goes and sees his therapist.